Jessica, the Sweetwater Stitcher, and today is December 1st. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Thank you for stopping by and checking out to see what I've been working on. I wanted to make an announcement that if you won one of the giveaways from the 10,000 subscriber giveaway, I did mail those out today. So in the next few days or beginning middle to next week, you should start receiving those. I do have a couple people who have not responded. So if that is you, please respond with your address and I will get those in the mail. And there's a few PDFs that need to get out as well. So if that is you, respond. And if you sent an email to me and I did not respond to you, send it again because I didn't get it. I did respond to everyone I received one from. And sometimes they get lost, and I tried to look in all the different places it could have gone. But just in case you're not bothering me, reach out. So thank you guys. All right. I wanted to go over some previous finishes. To start off, I have one FFO, 2 finishes, and some whips to show you. And then I have haul at the end. All right, so first finish, previous finish, is Christmas Rules by Primrose Cottage. And I finished this last year. I stitched this on 27 count Linda cloth in the color black, and I changed all of the colors. I was watching FlossTube last night. So there was a few Christmas ones that had come out, and one was Beth, who is the Red Cross Stitcher, and she pulled this out of her kitted projects and said she was going to do something similar. And she made the comment that changing the colors and the fabric really makes the chart look completely different, and I could not agree more. I love it the way that the Primrose girls stitched and designed it, but this is just more my aesthetic, and I love it. I have this sitting down by my fireplace right at eye level to where I can see it all the time, and I love it. The conversion for this is on my blog, which is sweetwaterstitcher.com. So if you are interested, that is on there. Again, this is from last year, and I did take either 1 or 2, I cannot remember, of the pieces out, and I did that because they were about snow. I think one was sledding and one was about snow or something, but I wanted it to fit on this white board from Hobby Lobby, so I had to make it shorter. So if you do stitch the whole thing, it will be a little bit longer, but this finishing board is it's a board from Hobby Lobby. So my other previous finish is Berries in Bloom, and this is by Hands On Design. This is a free chart on Kathy's website. Sarah from Handmade by Sarah W. and her sister are hosting a sale for this right now. And the hashtag is Stitchy Sister Sal. I used the same, my inspiration, and they're very similar to the same colors that Elizabeth from Elizabeth Ann had used. I know this is 36 count, picture this plus title. I know the red is 347 DMC. The other colors are also DMC. And I believe I listed the colors when I posted the finish. But I can, if you're interested, message me and I can figure it out. This is a homespun fabric from Hobby Lobby that I used to finish it with. So that and the Christmas Rules, I'm pretty sure I used the same colors for both of those. My other previous finish, this is not a Christmas piece, but I wanted to pull this out because I thought it would be a nice present if you're looking for a present for a stitchy friend Or if you are planning your 2024 to go to some retreats and you want to make yourself a stitching mat, this is my stitching mat that I made. I cross-stitched the Florida chart, which is from Screen Door Needleworks. And I also, after I did this, if you want to do your state, she has a few different states, but Lori from Thread Milk Design, she has all of them, and they're a little bit smaller than this, but I stitched this on 25 count, and if you stitched it on a bigger cloth, it would be larger. But any of those the statehood series would be really cute on a mat. But I matched my colors to match with the Tula Pink. I have a written tutorial on the measurements for this on my blog, which is sweetwaterstitcher.com. I also have a video tutorial on my YouTube, and I will link that here if you are interested in watching that. So I wanted to pull this out again for if you're planning to go to a retreat and you want or need a stitching mat, or if you are looking for a stitchy gift. All right, I have one FFO. This is Celebrate Harvest by Brenda Gervais. I finished this into a pillow. It still needs the rickrack, but I just wanted to get the pillow in the bowl to enjoy it for a few days. I used this homespun from Hobby Lobby again. It's the same that is on my Be Ye Thankful pillow by Brenda Gervais, and they sit in the bowl together. And I'll probably do similar rickrack and I think it's the natural one. So I need to do the rickrack, but the rest of the pillow, I got it finished and I was able to display it for a few days before I switched that table decor to Christmas. Okay, moving right along. I already did this video one time in full disclosure, so I feel a little bit scattered, but I am going to find, here we go. I just threw everything back on the table. So it's all here in some way or another. Okay, let's see, my finishes. So my first finish was a free chart. It's called Happy Christmas to All, and I'll just flash it real quick. It's from Shepherd's Bush. This is on their website. I shared the link a few videos ago, but I'll put the link again below. And I chose my own colors, but like if it had a red, I used a red. If it had a white or gray, whatever, I used in the same colors. And this is my finish, and this is the colors that I used. And I love this so much. I am going to make this into a pillow, and I have a dough bowl in my living room where I have all little pillows. They're from the old sap bucket on Etsy, and they say all of the reindeer name, and so I'm going to put this in there. And then I have another piece that's a whip that I also want to put in that. So I will work on that this week, finishing that. And my other finish is actually two. It's the same idea. I posted about this on Instagram from this book by Blackbird, which this is out of print. You can get it on the secondary market, but I was using this holly down here at the bottom, and I stitched it on a bag. So this one is in the middle, and it just has 3 sets of it. And then this bag is the green bag, and it is a little bit closer to the top, and it goes all the way across. And these are both stitched with number 5 pearl cotton. And somebody was asking me if it is tricky, and in all honesty, at the beginning, it is a little awkward, but once you get in a rhythm, I feel like you get the hang of it and it gets better. So if you've never stitched on one of these bags, I encourage you to try it. Sometimes I will grab from the top, and obviously it's pointing towards myself, and sometimes I will flip it over to get to different parts. So you can do it either way. But I just love these. And this idea came from Lori from Thread Milk and her friend Sandy. Sandy stitched this for an advent, and then Lori just stitched it on the green. And I had done the red, and then I was like, I think I like the green better. So I have those, and I love that. So that was my other finish. All right. Next we have whips. So my first whip, which is what I worked on the most, and so today is December 1st, and Stitchy Linda and Chrissy Find Me a Farm Girl, and I'm not sure if anybody else is hosting this with them. I know the two of them, I know there's other people participating. They're hosting a Sal for Light of Winter by Brenda Gervais. And I started this when this came out earlier in November. So I am much further along than just starting, but I am joining in with them as they stitch it as well. And this is where I am. So I just had the two parts of the border in the house. I still have more to do on the house, but I was able to come down, do more of the border. The row of trees, I did one of the deer. I love this piece so much, and it's really going quickly. The border is intricate, and it looks intricate. However, once you get a rhythm, it becomes very easy. I did the whole like bones of the border, and then I've gone in and picked, like I started with just the green for the stems, and I did all of that for a section, and then I went and did all the red and then all the pink, and it was fairly quick to do that. So my goal with this is to finish it by December 21st, which hopefully I can get it done before then. And that is the winter solstice. And then at the winter solstice, I would like to start Winter Moon by Plum Street Samplers. And I believe that is on the way to me now. So I am going to keep working on this. It's quite addictive. I had told you I was going to have a Thanksgiving start, and there was so much stuff going on. I ended up not having a Thanksgiving start, and I just stitched on this more because I just wanted to keep going. All right, my next whip this is another Sal. This is Snow Magical by Brenda Gervais, and the Sal is Snow Magical Sal 2023, and it is hosted by Nicole Spohr. And it started on Wednesday, and that's how far I got. I am stitching on the called for 40 count Tobias with the called for colors. I would like to finish it on the snow globe, so I am stitching it with the called for. Now Nicole, for her Sal, and Sal is Stitch Along, she is hosting every Wednesday a Stitch with Me. And she's going to be stitching on her piece, whatever the section is she has listed. And if you're interested, go over to see her. Pretty sure it's on her Instagram, and it's in her YouTube and Facebook group. She has it broken down. And so she'll be stitching on that. I will be joining and stitching. But then you can stitch on whatever you want. But it's fun. It's Wednesday night, 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. And it's just an hour of talking, and people ask questions and all that kind of stuff. So it's really fun to stitch with me. So if you're interested, even if you're not doing the Sal, to join in, feel free. And that's with Nicole Spohr. This was a chart this is out of print, Winter Wonderland. I was able to borrow this from a friend, and I did get a small start on this. I am stitching this on 36 count fog by Picture This Plus. And I am undecided because so fog is much lighter than the called for fabric. So I am considering switching the house. So where it's red, I would do white, and where it's white, I would do red. But I have not completely committed to that. It's just a thought I've had. So we'll see what happens, but I want to keep working on this as well. It's really, really pretty. And Elizabeth Ann is working on it, and Kate, Cross Stitch Kate, is working on it. I don't know if anybody else. Oh, I think Becca from Sambry Stitches is working on it too. But I was excited to be able to borrow that and get working on that. Okay, my next one is, this is almost finished, and I could get it done if I focused long enough. But this is Merry Old Soul, and this is one of the other pieces that I would like to put in the dough bowl with all the reindeer names. I was able to get Santa finished, so I just need to finish the border, the little stocking, and there's some snowflakes. But other than that, that's almost done. So I'm excited about that. And another thing I wanted to mention about, this is not a whip, but these bags, and this is Lori and Sandy talk about this too. They like to stitch different seasonal things on the bags, which I am planning to do. And then they keep a lot of their seasonal smalls in here. So I have that Merry Old Soul is in here. I also have To All a Good Night by Shepherd's Bush. And that's came kitted. And then I have Peppermint and Holly, and this is kitted. So I just know that if I want something small Christmassy, that's all I have more I could put in here. That's all I have right now. I could just go to this bag and grab it out. So I thought that was a really great idea. Okay. My other whip is, I am going to the Jingle Ball that starts tonight. I am signed up to do the Liz Matthews tree class. No, I did not get my tree stitched. So the other day I decided, this was already a whip. I would pull it out and try to get it finished. I don't know if I'm going to get it done by, I don't even know what day the class is. Saturday or Sunday. I need to look this up. I have been so scattered lately. I need to get back together. But I decided to pull this out and work on it some more. So I was able to finish the bird, the bottom. So there's still some more to do, but I am closer on this than I was on the other piece. And I thought, if I can get this done, even if I can get it done fairly soon, I could use the tutorial, which we do have access to for 30 days after the Jingle Ball, to finish that. So that's my goal on that. Since I did not get my act together to stitch the tree that came. I have it. It's all kitted. And I will do it. I wanted to stitch on Light of Winter, and I didn't want to stop. And so then other things went to the wayside, which is totally fine. And that's what it's all about, is stitching what you want. Even though I like to make plans, and I know others do, sometimes you just have to do what you feel in the mood for. And it's been a little crazy around here. So whatever I want to stitch on is what I'm going to stitch on. Because it's, like I say, I think every video, it's my peace and relaxation and time to use my creativity and get that out. So, all right, that is all of my whips. So my plans are tonight, like I said, I'm going to attend the Jingle Ball. Tomorrow I am going to a stitching day with some friends, and then Jingle Ball, hanging out, stitching, and that's kind of the Jingle Ball plan. I did sign up for Teresa Koget's class as well. I think she showed this where she stitched all 3 of them on one piece next to each other to make a little pillow. I think I'm going to do that instead of stitching them separate. She also provided, if you were doing her class, the whole alphabet so you can spell other things, or you can make ornaments with initials for people or whatever. This was also in there. It's one of her postcards. It's so cute. So I'm really excited about that. I want to, as far as stitching, I would like to catch up on Dwelling Place. I did not get any more done, but I am stitching, trying to keep up with Christy from Crosshatch Quilts and Carol Crago, and I think Christine from Hollis Hand Creates is also doing that piece. I know they have a much larger group that is stitching different, like Hawk Run Hollow, and I am doing it. I'm not necessarily doing it with them, and not everyone is stitching all the pieces they're stitching. So go watch either Olivia from Pumpkin Hollow Quilts or Christine from Hollis Hand Creates. They talk more about all of the other pieces they're stitching together. I'm just tagging along on Dwelling Place. But I want to get that caught up to kind of be on pace to get that finished eventually. Winter Rose Manor, or Light of Winter. Winter Rose Manor will come later. Light of Winter, I want to get done. Hello Autumn, which is by Teresa Koget. This is Nicole Spore. This is her birthday sal, and I already had a little start. So I need to get, this is kind of like a monthly goal. I want to get this caught up. I need to stitch more on the border. And then she's starting up here. I started down here. So probably some of the scarecrow. And for this one in Dwelling Place, if I do not get caught up in December, I will just make sure in January I kind of get back on schedule. Or even if I'm a month or 2 behind, it's not a big deal. But I do want to try each month to work on both of those. And I'm also going to work on some Christmas smalls. I do know one thing tonight at the Jingle Ball. I am going to buy the piece from Kathy from Hands On Design that she stitched on this, which is Juniper by Fabrics by Stephanie. I bought the fabric, and I'm going to buy the kit from her, which has a finishing piece from Chantel, and then it will have all the other things in it, I'm assuming. But I do want to work on that and get stitching that this season. Other things I might buy from the Jingle Ball, I probably will wait and stitch them next year. Because I have so many things going that I really want to do. And I left it downstairs, but today I am starting North Pole by Kathy Barrick. So I have a lot, and I have other Christmas whips that I haven't even gotten to. But I am thinking if I buy stuff from the Jingle Ball, I'm just going to put it on hold. Unless it's something that I must have immediately, to stitch it, I will probably just hold off on it. But that's my plans for now. Yeah, and then I'm going to do a separate video, hopefully tonight or tomorrow, before I go to my stitching day, talking about my 24 and 24 plans. And I am so excited about those plans, and I cannot wait to share them. I've told a couple of my friends, but I just want to put it out there for everyone. It's going to be so much fun, and I'm really excited. So let me get into my haul, and then we'll be done for today. So this was from Hillside Rookery. I got Peace on Earth, and I also got the silk, and I believe this is going to be my New Year's Eve start. And I am just gonna stitch on this. I'm not going to do 12 by 12 this year. It was too much last year, and with doing 24 and 24, I don't wanna also add another 12. So I'm for sure gonna work on this. I'll probably work on Winter Moon but I'm not going to start anything else on New Year's Eve. But I will more than likely be starting this. I'm waiting on Heap on the Wood from Brenda Gervais, and that is, I am getting the kit from Country Sampler, and that is going to be my Christmas Day start. And I'll keep working on that in the new year. I also got these from Hillside Rookery. This is $19.99 Christmas Sampler. I love the colors. And then also, this is Companion Quaker Christmas Tree Sampler. I love that too. So I was excited to see she had those because I had been looking for them for a while and didn't know where to buy them from. I got this from the Tinsmith's Wife, and I thought some of these might be fun to do on this. This is the Classic Colorworks Merry Christmas pack. So this and like some of these things I could put in that mesh bag to have as colors to stitch with. And this came with the little complimentary chart as well. I also got a new, and I think I showed the Book of Days, but I got my Book of Days bound and with the cover, and I added 5 blank pages at the back. Last year, I think I did 10, and I really didn't use that many, so I just did 5 this year. And then I had already made this, is my cover I made, using the tutorial from Gina Tell and Thread Graffiti, and I just edited it to fit this book. And I used this year, and I'll use it next year probably, unless I get a wild hair to stitch another one, but I probably will not. So I'll use that. From Fat Quarter Shop, I got this Blackbird Designs chart. Also, Love and Joy by Heartstring Samplery. This was from the, what is this thing called again? Circle of Friends, I think, or Circle of, A Little Help from Our Friends Stitching Circle. And the chart is called Circle of Friends. I thought this was so cute. This is what it looks like. So this is an exclusive to that club. And it's from the Silver Needle, and I really have enjoyed being in this club. I haven't actually stitched any of the things I've gotten, but it's fun to get something and then have it to stitch later. This is the last in the Pin Keep Club from Scattered Seed. This was from the Sampler Girl, and I thought that was really pretty. This is Alpha Bird, which I'd been looking everywhere for this, and McKenna from 1884 Stitchery reproduced this. And that's a PDF on her site. And let's see, I think that's, oh, a couple more things over here. From Country Sampler, I don't think they have this anymore, but this is from Stacy Nash, and this kit, this was from their open house. Also, the Give Thanks Always from Shepherd's Bush. And this is all kitted. This I got from Silver Needle, so if you're looking for it, they have a lot of these. I love the little Shepherd's Bush kits. Okay, then from Thread the Needle Stitchery, which used to be Stacy Stitch's Creative Studio, I got this really cool fabric. This is called Sheet Music, and it's by Fabric Flair. I don't know what I'm going to use it, but I want to do something Christmassy on it. I think it's really cool. Mellow Stone. I also got, Winter Sampler and Peace and Joy. And so the 2 fabrics and the 2 patterns are from Thread the Needle Stitchery. And if you use the code Sweetwater, you will get 10% off. I had bought some fabric from Screen Door Needleworks, and I also bought Christmas with Martha. So pretty. These are some new colors from Needle Bling, and Hollis Hands Create had them. This one is Broom Grass, 36 count. And this one is Cookie Dough, 36 count. So you can kind of see the difference. And, oh, and this one, I've seen a lot of people buying this, and I thought she had it and I wanted to get some. This is called Crypt Cloth by Lap and Loops. So I thought that would be fun for something. Oops. And I think that's all. Had lots of haul this time. I am, like I said, I am going to do a video for my 24 and 24. I have all the patterns. They're not necessarily all kitted. So I am excited to go through my linen and floss and pick linen and pick floss and kit those up to get ready. I'm going to do my video, but they won't be kitted yet. All of them won't be kitted yet. But I do want to share my plan, share what I've picked, and talk about kind of what I want to do for the year. So I don't have any giveaways today. I will have 1 or 2 giveaways on my 24 and 24 video. So if you are interested, join me over there, and that will hopefully be posted soon. But until then, I hope you guys have a great week or 2 weeks. I hope to see you at the Jingle Ball tonight. And also, it's not too late to buy your ticket to the Jingle Ball if you want to participate. So until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.